Hey, welcome back to 2DG. We've got another beer review. What do we have this week?
This one's actually kind of local. It's called The Villain from 18th Street Brewery. That's out of Gary, Indiana. Now
Indiana.
It's on the complete opposite corner of the top of the state.
It's close to Three Floyds, though.
Yeah, it is very close to Three Floyds. I don't know that we've done one from them. I want to say we have, but it's not coming to. Yeah, it's not coming to memory if we have.
Not on camera. I don't think we've done any.
Yeah. But I hear positive things about them, and they're in Gary, and they're succeeding, so that's a good sign.
Did they get any awards this year from GABF?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't think they did.
Indiana did get a few,
yeah.
And I was just thinking that maybe they were one of them, because I have heard quite a bit about 18th Street recently.
Yes,
so.
They're actually starting to expand a little bit more as far as in our market. We're starting to get a lot more, but still very sparse, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, as far as local winners, Matty Anthony's did win a gold medal. I'm still working on getting that beer so we can do it. But anyway.
At it.
Yeah, I mean, let's get it open though.
Yeah, let's do it.
And
what was this called?
This is called Villain, and it is a double IPA. So we're going to put them under the magnifying glass for us.
We like double IPAs.
Yeah, so they're out of Gary, Indiana. They're not too old. I want to say just maybe 3 or 4. So still quite young. Like I said, Indiana's a little far behind other than Three Floyds and Sun King as far as the craft beer. We'll call it a revolution, I guess. Yeah, nice to see another one getting recognition and coming up.
Definitely.
All right. The color is a little darker than I thought. It's almost like an ambery honey color. It's not quite as dark, but
relatively.
Yeah,
clear.
as I say, yeah.
A little bit of haze, maybe.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what their filtering or unfiltering processes are. I'm assuming they filter this, but head gone, and it could be because it's a little bit. We let it sit for a tad, but the alcohol percent is I think 8.9, so it's not quite at the level to destroy the head on a beer, but let's go ahead and get
doing it anyway.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get an aroma. It's reminding me a little bit of the Enjoy By. Here's what's weird though. I'm getting strawberries out of this, and kind of like a strawberry jam, so like a nice deep, rich strawberry flavor. I'm getting a little bit of lime.
Really?
Yeah, it's...
I'm smelling a lot of malt sweetness, a lot
you're getting that
darker, peachy apricot flavor.
Yeah, peach, grapefruit definitely as well.
Maybe a little lemongrass.
A little, and I'm actually happy that I'm not getting a lot.
Yeah, but overall,
you're not getting any of the strawberry out of that?
No, but I'm getting a lot of hop.
Okay, well, let's taste it then.
Oh wait! I think that hop smell mixed with the malty smell. Yeah, there is almost a little bit of strawberry, but it's almost a fake strawberry, like a Frankenberry. You know, those little marshmallows in the Frankenberry where it's a synthetic strawberry? It's almost like that.
We're using synthetic and we're not even talking about trash talk. Anyway,
yeah.
Let's see what it tastes. It's really interesting. Okay. Number one, you get a lot of malt in this. I didn't get a ton of it on the aroma. Like you said, you do get that generic sweetness from it. But I'm getting like lime, strawberry, rhubarb type of flavor towards the front and the middle. And then it honestly dies down rather quickly at the back. You don't really get too much of a fruit, hoppy, anything on the back. It's more like a muted malt type of flavor. A tiny bit of lemon in there as well, but I'm getting a lot of strawberry and rhubarb. And
I'm going to say there's a fairly strong Saaz-styled grassy note on the back end. But I think your descriptor your original descriptor that it smelled like Enjoy By is actually a pretty close descriptor. They've got that maltiness, not quite as much, and they've got that hop blast, and it's a pretty good interpretation of what I would call, an interpretation of enjoy by. It's impressive, really.
Yeah. It is good. Number one, I'll say that. But number two, it still has that amateur flair. So I don't. And okay, what I mean by that is it has a kind of like a homebrew type of thing. They have great balance in this.
They do.
But it is raw at the same time, if that makes sense. And I don't know, because I haven't had too many from them, and I also haven't seen a lot from them, at least in our area, so I don't know if this is a one-off or if this is one that they do regularly.
There's just a lot of hop acidity.
No, yeah, there's tons of hop oil in this.
It balances pretty well. I mean, I shouldn't say balances. It plays well with the other flavors. The balance, though, is it's a bit sharp.
I'm getting, and it again is almost 9%, but I'm getting a lot of like dry alcohol at the back, which is kind of surprising. And the hop oil kind of really plays with that. There's no malt back into it. It's not bready or biscuity. And honestly, the only malt that you really get out of it, despite the fact that it is well balanced, is just a generic sweetness. Which is okay.
Well, it works well on the front and the sides of your tongue, But the back end, you'll notice there's a sweetness.
Yeah.
But it's immediately cut down by the hop oil sharpness. Yeah. And the more I drink it, there's more of a almost lemony, sharper citrus on the back end. It's almost like you took a Hall's mentholyptus and crunched it up, and you get that where it kind of opens up your mouth and stuff, and you start to feel it. I'm almost getting that.
This one, no, it does say it's unfiltered, which is really...
It's surprising because it's really a nice, clear beer.
Not a lot it's floating particulate.
It's got a little haze to it, but it must have an excellent whirlpooling process.
All right, so this is an Imperial IPA. We did pull it up on Rate Beer, didn't have anything, so I don't know, again, how new this beer is. I think I got it like 2 weeks ago.
Pretty small, too. I mean,
yeah,
right? So.
Yeah. But, Imperial IPA, what are you going to get this?
This is pretty tough because, all in all, I'm impressed with the flavors and the way they do it, though I do think it could be a little more balanced front to back. So I think for this one, I'm going to go a solid 8. I was really wanting to lean towards 8.5, but I don't know that it's quite there yet. But it is a solid 8, leaning towards 8.5 for sure.
I don't know that it's a solid 8. I will give it an 8, and I was really debating on a 7.5.
Wow.
It's good, and I like it. It's just, and it's fairly well balanced. But I like it to either be, for an IPA, to be either a dry drop off to nothing, or I like there to be a bready aftertaste. And I'm not getting any of those things with this one. And it's actually not as dry as I thought it was going to be.
I would disagree. It's pretty doggone dry.
Okay.
I think so.
No, yeah. Now, the positives for it is I'm getting the strawberry rhubarb out of it, which is something you don't normally get with just a hop. And as far as I know, it doesn't say anything on the bottle. They don't use any fruits in there.
I don't think they do.
Yeah.
It's just a well-crafted combination.
Yeah, so that's impressive. So yeah, that part for me is really interesting. However, it's just this is my favorite style, so it's really hard for me to sacrifice this. And then
I agree.
Yeah.
And I agree with what you said that it's a bit homebrew style. I mean, I'm proud to say that we're producing similar.
Yes.
Now, if I can get something that's close to an 8 beer, then I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, like I said, it does have stone enjoy by qualities, but it's just not quite there.
No.
Overall,
I'm going to keep it at an 8. I think I'll drink this wherever it is. I think there's going to be some beers that I choose above it for sure. And depending on the depth of the tap list, I'm going to, I'll choose this because I know the flavor. I'm familiar with the flavor. I like these flavors. I like what it is. But depending on the depth of the tap list, will decide whether or not I order it, really.
Yeah.
So, but I'm pleased with the flavors. I could drink this at dinner and be happy with it. So I'll stick with an 8.
How critical? 7.5.
That's fair.
And I wanted to do 7, but that would be just being mean. Here's the thing. I like to support local stuff. When I go out to restaurants, I generally, unless there's Three Floyds, obviously, and you know how we feel.
For me, it depends on what it is.
Yeah. But if there's local guys like Fort Wayne or anywhere in Indiana that's close, I'm gonna try to order them, and I do. That being said, I would order this off the list. Now, if there were good beers on there and I chose this one over it because it is local and I want to throw some support, I'd be kind of disappointed.
I could agree with
Yeah. That being said, though, it does have some good qualities. It's not overall great, but it is good, and it does have some great qualities.
It's got a really good smell.
Yeah, it's just not there. I did see, actually, on Rate Beer, they were giving it general high scores. There was one guy that trashed it, gave it like a 1.1, so it would be like a, I don't know what, like a 20 or something like that on their scale, but that guy was just being a jerk.
Well, and I just want to say in the era, we're starting to see, I think the bubble's starting to crest.
And to play on that, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
no, that's fine.
To interrupt you, yes. There was actually a brewery somewhat local, about 2.5, 3 hours away.
Not even 3.
That I've heard, now I haven't verified it myself, but I've heard 3 Pints is the name of the brewery, and they're allegedly closing, which kind of sucks. I've had a couple of beers from them that are not bad at all, and I would drink again. So if that is true, that's severely disappointing. But yeah, like you said, the bubble is...
Yeah, locally we're starting to see the bubble starting to thin.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost about to break. And this is based on this one beer I've had right here. I would hate to see them go under for any reason other than I just think they're going to get better and better with time.
No, yeah, they're, like you said, they're still young. They have survived a couple of years, so they're not producing bad stuff. And like I said, at Brewhaven, I remember having one of theirs. I think it was a coffee porter or coffee stout that was really good.
Yeah.
Being said, I can't get a lot of it here.
Well, and frankly, Gary needs anything positive they
Yes.
can get out of it. I mean, I personally love that area. I grew up visiting that area quite a bit, and I would love to see that area revitalize.
Absolutely.
I know it'll never get back to the way it was in the 50s or whatever, but I would love to see something positive coming out of that area.
Yeah, and I think these guys are doing a good job.
I agree.
Yeah, 18th Street, Dylan. That being said, like, comment, subscribe.
Every little subscription helps the channel, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah, like we said, we do have things that we want to do in the future once we hit certain levels of growth. Prizes, beer giveaways, and we're always open to trades, or if you just want to send us stuff, or if you have just a comment about what we should do.
Yeah.
Yes. We are getting pretty good about getting some of the big...
Yeah, I was going to say that. If you haven't gone back through our previous videos, if you're new, go back and see. We've had some pretty big beers along the way. We expect 2016 to be no different.
Yeah, we're off to a strong start.
Actually, we expect 2016 to be even bigger.
Yeah.
We've got a few things in the works, and I think we're going to hit some milestones that are going to really be great. So,
yeah.
Grow with us. Tell us what you like. We'll try to review it. That's 2DG.
Out.
Hey, see ya. All right. Dog just made.
I know you didn't hear that, but it was kind of like a wet bullfrog type of smell or type of sound.
Just made the most horrendous sound I've ever heard out of a. You ever seen those things what are those with the little thing inside and a long corrugated tube and it's like.
Yes. Yeah.
Think of a wiener dog with something in his throat, maybe. This will probably all be cut out.
Yeah. Well, in the outtakes. All right, ready?
Ready?
Yep.